on YouTube? Welcome to Hip Hop World. It's your boy Papa Benji. We are back with another visual today. Y'all know these visuals get very critical. Without further ado, God is good and God bless you all with the most positivity and prosperity in your aura, man. Grab your Zaya pocket, whatever y'all need to relax. Make sure y'all join that membership and subscribe, family.
So who is he?
Audit the audit?
Is he your buddy or? Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
This man had just walked into his friend's apartment and found him murdered. And while detectives spent weeks piecing together what happened, they didn't yet know that the most important clue had already been captured on a secret recording. And just when detectives finally thought that they had someone helping them, they had no idea that the person offering answers was also controlling the narrative.
Oh shit. Oh shit, man.
Leaving out just enough to keep them chasing shadows.
Really?
The name still exists, right? You didn't screw up your man's investigation, did you?
At around 10:30 a.m. on December 14th, 2018, emergency dispatchers in Lansing, Michigan received a frantic call from a man who had just walked into his friend's apartment and made a disturbing discovery.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
I need an ambulance. I just came into my friend's house and I found him. Yeah.
Do you think that he's beyond help?
He's not breathing. He's not moving. He's gone. He's been like this, it looks like, for a minute.
What makes you think that he's been there for a while?
He's hard. No, he was shot. Somebody shot him.
Officers and detectives from the Lansing Police Department rushed to the scene to find a crime scene just as disturbing as what had been described on the call. As they entered the apartment building, the first red flags appeared. There were no signs of forced entry, and the door to the victim's apartment was slightly ajar.
Lansing Police, if you're near, make yourself known. Ready? Watch your step. Is he underneath that cushion? Going right. Okay. They tossed it. They were looking for something. He's under here. All right, we're gonna lift this.
They found a black male lying face down in a pool of blood, shot in the head, with multiple gunshot wounds to his torso, and his body was already cold to the touch. It was clear that this was a homicide. But what exact events led to his death remained a complete mystery for now.
Who the fuck wanted him that dead?
Let's grab.
That's the question.
You want to grab 2 medics?
Who the
you don't
fuck?
need the whole engine crew in here and everything else. Come up here and go from there, okay? Chris is on his way. He'll be here in just a second.
That's crazy.
This will back out and hold this door.
As officers worked their way through the crime scene, they still hadn't identified the victim. Dispatch advised them that the 911 caller was still on scene. But at that point, he could have been a witness or a suspect. And given the nature of the crime, officers were not willing to take any chances.
Okay, you want to just come back to my car? I'll set you down real quick for weapons and whatnot, okay? And then we're going to go to the passenger side. This vehicle right here.
Can't trust motherfuckers in the hub, man. This shit's scary now.
Just until we can get everything figured out and then get somebody to interview you.
Shit getting scary now.
Situation like this, we definitely don't want to lose you, you know what I mean? Take a seat right there.
Don't want to lose you.
So who is he? Is he your buddy or? Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Definitely sorry for your loss, brother, man. That's definitely sad.
The caller identified the victim as 28-year-old Donovan Barfield, remembered by his family as a devoted father, a loyal son, and a good friend. As officers continued questioning the 911 caller, he identified himself as Joe, a friend and former roommate of Donovan's.
I've known him for about 4 or 5 years.
What's his last name?
Barfield.
Why'd you come over here today?
I came to grab some shoes.
What'd you notice when you opened the door? Was it unlocked?
When I came in the door was like, it was unlocked. But when I stuck my key in, like the door just kind of like pushed open. So when I went in, like I seen the crib, like it looked like somebody went through the whole crib. So
yeah, something not right about this shit.
Luke. That's what I call him, Luke. I'm calling his name. I don't hear anything.
So you said you had a key for the apartment? Why do you have a key?
Me and my girl have been there, so I kind of been staying over there.
How long you been staying? When did you last see him?
Last night, around, what time was it? Like 8, 7, 8 o'clock.
Do you know anybody that was having any issues? Anybody?
Nobody. I don't know, really. Some shit like this too.
Joe appeared deeply emotional, but to officers he was also noticeably nervous. And when detectives arrived on the scene, they made a very curious observation about the shell casings near Donovan's body, a detail that would later reveal a much deeper connection to Joe.
Crazy. Motherfucker figuring out an alibi so he don't look guilty.
Purchase cases or anything? No, yeah, it's right here. There's one.
Detectives noticed shell casings from 2 different firearms scattered across the scene. A clear sign that more than one person had been involved in Donovan's killing. But since there were no signs of forced entry, it strongly suggests that they could be Donovan's friends.
All right, so
what trying to do? I mean, yeah.
what's gonna happen?
Definitely could be his friends.
I'm gonna take you down to our police department.
I know that for sure.
Detectives are gonna talk to you there, get your whole story, try to figure this out, okay?
Since Joe had lived with Donovan, detectives strongly suspected that he knew more than he was letting on. And as they canvassed the neighborhood, they uncovered new clues that only deepened the mystery.
Hey, sorry to wake you up if I did. We had an incident that occurred in the apartments right across the walkway. I was wondering if you may have heard anything last night.
I heard some shooting, but I don't know what it was. I thought it was, I didn't know if it was, I wasn't about to look out the window.
Yeah, what time was that?
I know that's right.
Is it? I can't, maybe 2 something. I don't know.
So early morning-ish?
Yeah, I believe that, but that's...
Do you know how many gunshots did you hear approximately?
Wasn't looking.
Like 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
Wasn't listening.
You hear anybody yelling or anything like that, or just heard the gunshots? That was it?
No, I just heard doors slamming and shoots. I lay down. I'm sorry.
I do not blame you at all. Not at all.
That's crazy.
They wear hoodies. They're out late at night. And they got into the vehicles out here. And broken vehicles.
When was that?
Let's see, Tuesday night.
I think the friends got something to do with it, y'all?
They were asking her for money.
Okay. So did anybody else have any problems with them, or that's the oddest thing that's happened lately?
Yeah, it's like they've been here all week.
Do you know about how old they are, or do you guys have video cameras, or?
I don't know how old they are.
Did these kids have problems with anybody?
No, they come every night, stealing, breaking cars, sleeping in the union, breaking the door,
We've only had it
all this
go
shit.
on this past week.
The building manager's testimony immediately set off red flags for investigators. They were already looking for 2 suspects. There was a strong chance that these were the same men that were responsible for Donovan's murder. And as detectives spoke with 2 eyewitnesses, the urgency to find the suspects only intensified.
So what happened on Wednesday that was different, or?
2 guys come down, knock on our window.
What window?
Right there where
the sign is?
Yep.
All right, how do you, when you say they came down, where do you know they came from?
Down that way.
Did you know what apartment?
No.
Okay. Nope.
And the young kid said, I'll pay you $10, let me spend the night. I said, I'm gonna call the police, you better get out of here.
Okay, so what, can you describe it?
That's some, yeah, this case is a little strange to me though. Like, I hope they do find the right killers, and it's most likely the brother, I mean, his homeboys or some shit, but why did y'all take this man off this earth is the question.
One was short.
Like, why?
Okay, was he black, white, Hispanic?
Both black.
Okay, black male. He was short, like how short?
The one was short.
Yeah, one was about this tall, and the other one was a little bit taller. And the one that was shorter was hiding behind the other,
setup,
so where
right?
it looked like it was just one person there.
And he carries a gun.
The taller guy has a backpack?
Yep.
How do you know he has a gun?
Because when he walked away, and you know how they have that other little pocket on the back part, you know, has the big zipper on it, and then they have a little, you could see a shape of one.
This statement left detectives with a chilling realization. 2 armed suspects were still moving freely through the neighborhood,
Crazy.
with access to the building. turning the area into a dangerous place where anyone could be the next victim.
Crazy.
But despite reports of thefts and drug deals, there was very little for detectives to go on. The building had no surveillance cameras. And so by that point, the question of who shot Donovan Barfield and why remained completely unknown. The only person who might have known why someone would want Donovan dead was Joe. But detectives didn't know that he was not willing to give up his dark secret just yet.
Bro, he's a weirdo.
Before we continue, we want to share something important. When we started this channel, we expected to dig.
Oh, he gonna do the same video, right? Okay.
Now tell me about the buzzer box outside. When was the last time you were home the night before, right?
This I know. Somebody he knows. Because the only way you can get in the door is if somebody buzz you in the door. So
you heard that?
Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a metal box. If y'all go over there and it wasn't even closed all the way, basically. So as soon as I stuck the key, it just opened.
Okay.
So I just walked in.
Okay. You walk in the apartment, and where do you go?
I closed the door. As soon as I closed the door, I looked to the kitchen. And I see everything through everywhere. So I walked up in the kitchen a little bit, walked up to the back into the living room like Luke, screaming out his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing if he's in there. I'm like, it looked like somebody, tried to rob.
Okay.
But I didn't get no answer. So I kind of like walked by the couch, and he was like under the mattress.
Did you go in the bedroom or anything?
No.
First, you stayed in the main area. Okay, you walked over. Was there a part of him sticking out of it?
It was like,
oftentimes we're not always necessarily proud of everything we've done in life. And I'm not here to judge Luke, and we're not speaking ill of anybody that's deceased, but these things help us figure out what happened, right?
Motherfucker,
again,
I feel like he
not
did
here to
it.
Judge, but I feel like maybe you could tell us something about his lifestyle that maybe led up to this. Am I right here?
Yeah.
They blurred mad shit out.
He be in a lot of stuff down there, so I don't know if it could be something from there.
Okay.
And because he never let me go down there with him.
Joe shares that Donovan was not originally from
Somebody said, who the fuck hears 7 shots and just go back to sleep?
Lansing, and suspected his connections from Detroit were behind his death.
That's crazy.
He don't want him to happen to me.
Gotcha.
So I know he be doing some stuff down there. Down here, I know he do his little hustles on the side with the weed and stuff like that. As far as like him having problems with somebody or something like that, I ain't never known him to get into it with not one person up here.
Okay.
Like he keeps to himself. He's a real private person.
Okay. Any other hustles besides weed? And again,
that's all I ever seemed to do was weed. I tried to mind my business.
Right. When he moved up here in September, was he coming from Detroit?
No. Some people real private, but I ain't never seen him. As much as I've been around him, I never seen him have a gun.
Excuse me.
Every time we go to Detroit, every time that I've been with him a couple times, we keep a gun there.
You keep the gun when you go to the deal. Okay.
Seeing some money on him or something. Like, there's got to be something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Motherfuckers be weird, bro.
As Joe's interview wrapped up,
like, you can't trust nobody when you doing shit or making certain moves, bro. You can't trust nobody, bro. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You might have $1 million, but you still gotta move. You still gotta move tech.
No idea that he would return later with more shocking evidence.
Ain't that a
For
bitch?
now, they questioned whether Donovan's past in Detroit was tied to his murder. And to better understand that chapter of his life, they reached out to Donovan's mother.
So you refer to your son as Lou?
Well, his friends do. I just call him every now and then. I call him Donovan. That's his name.
Okay. Is Lou a middle name then?
No. He doesn't have a middle name.
Okay. And what's your understanding of where Lou was living? Or what would you prefer to be called? Donovan. Okay. What would your understanding? You know, we all have things in our past that we're not proud of. Certain people lead certain lifestyles. Is there anything in his past that in either Lansing or Detroit that could have led to this?
I just heard, well, they told me that he was supposed to be trying to gamble at a friend's house, and she didn't want him to gamble there, so I don't know, maybe he came to this apartment and gamble. I don't know if somebody was, because I heard bad stories about people that.
Okay.
I have, so that was the only thing I could, think of.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What type?
Dice.
Okay.
And play cards. And he goes, like, he's at my house, sometimes when he goes to one of the casinos.
When is the last time you spoke with Donovan?
The day before yesterday.
Detectives began forming a theory that Donovan's gambling may have played a role in his murder. But that came with a major problem. If Donovan had been gambling with multiple people, then the suspect pool only grew wider, making it difficult to pin down whether he owed someone money or if someone was after his cash. And just as the case started to feel buried under too many possibilities, detectives suddenly got a surprise visit from one of Donovan's friends, Anthony Brown, who walked in with exactly the kind of information that they had been searching for.
Okay. Have you ever played dice with Lou before?
Boy, ain't need no Happy Meal.
He's usually high roller. Yeah.
They probably they shoot dice when they shoot dice. Why? I had just got out of jail like a couple months ago, so I haven't been able to get a job or nothing.
Sure.
So I just been having pocket change whenever my mom would let me get money, and I have a girlfriend that works in Jackson.
Yeah.
So she come out on the weekends, so she would cash out me money every now and then. So I really just try to save and help my mom with bills as much as I can.
Right.
So that's what I would do. I would shoot dice, try to get some money to help out with her.
Okay. What's the most you've ever seen Lou with? Big old stack?
I'm not sure. He probably had about a couple $100 on it.
Okay. That's kind of typical, normal.
Yeah.
If you had to guess, would you say
you don't know,
say
nigga?
Lansing people or Detroit people that did this?
I'd probably say Lansing, just because he had he was cool here. Yeah. I don't know what he had going on in Detroit because he I never saw him leave Lansing. Yeah. He always was here. He shot dice a lot, so I don't know, because he probably shot dice with the wrong person. They probably set him up, anything.
Did he flash money?
He flashed money let's say if he got drunk or was at a show, because he got friends that rap and stuff, so he'd be with them. They're from Detroit. So I don't know if he flashed money around other people or not.
Anthony mentioned seeing Donovan the night of his murder at a friend's house, and there
Boy, how you don't know your friend? That ain't your friend then.
was a discussion about a dice game, but it ultimately never happened.
Well, I'd be a shitty cop if I didn't ask you. Did you have anything to do with Lou's death? No. Okay. Did you hear about anything after the fact? Any rumors? Anything?
No. I just saw it through Facebook.
Okay. Your fingerprints and DNA will not be in his apartment at all? Because you've never been inside that apartment?
Yeah.
Never been inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
While Anthony had stepped forward to help, the information that he provided only narrowed things down slightly. Detectives now believe that their suspects were likely from Lansing. But beyond that, they still had nothing concrete. No names, no faces, no visual leads. And without those, they were left chasing theories in the dark, all while the suspects could have been planning their next move. Just as it felt like time was slipping away, detectives received a chilling call from Donovan's family. They shared disturbing information about Joe, the same 911 caller who had discovered Donovan's body.
Okay.
Joe had told one of Donovan's family members that he had set up a computer in the corner of Donovan's bedroom, equipped with motion-activated software that was designed to start recording automatically. According to Joe, that computer had captured video of the suspects just moments before Donovan was killed.
What?
And so for the first time, the detectives had a real lead, one that could finally point them to the killers.
What? 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 No way, my nigga. I have to hear that again. Ain't no way the nigga set up a webcam security camera.
In the corner of Donovan's bed. Joe had told one of Donovan's family members that he had set up a computer in the corner of Donovan's bedroom, equipped with motion-activated software that was designed to start recording automatically. According to Joe, that computer had captured video of the suspects just moments before Donovan was killed.
Why would he have a camera like that? Why would he have that, though?
And so for the first time, the detectives had a real lead, one that could finally point them to the killers.
What the fuck?
But they also realized Joe hadn't been fully honest about what had happened the morning that he called 911. At this point, Joe was the only person standing between them and the truth about Donovan's murder.
Goofy ass on camera.
Every minute mattered now.
Goofy
the
ass
video
on
that
camera,
they needed
boy.
could be erased at any moment, and unless Joe told them where it was, the evidence and the truth could disappear with it.
Oh,
Detectives immediately tracked down Joe, who voluntarily came in for a second interview.
You have a chance to put his family's mind at ease.
Detain his bitch ass now.
Okay?
Detain his bitch ass.
This is the moment of truth. We're either giving his family the answers they deserve.
That's crazy.
We're giving Lou the justice he deserves, or
that's crazy.
We're giving the middle finger to all of them. We're giving Lou the justice he deserves, or we're giving the middle finger to all of them.
That's a fact.
This is your choice right here, right now. Like I tell my little kid, okay? It is almost always easy. It's absolutely always easy to figure out the right thing to do, okay? But it's almost never the easiest thing to do. You get where I'm going with that?
You gotta talk to a motherfucker like a kid.
But it's not the easiest thing to do. The easiest thing to do is to toss that laptop in a river and head out of state somewhere. That's the easiest thing to do.
I mean, think about those images. And you hold the key. You hold the key to help all these people. You believe that help us and tell us what exactly happened, what went on there. I know you found them. And an image you haven't got out of your head since the moment you found them. But what else happened in there? What were you trying to protect him from?
In this investigation, Lou's always going to be my #1 priority.
I always know how this works. Like it always happens. That person always ends up dead.
He can't figure out. He can't do his job. But I could hand this to him. That's a powerful feeling. Give me that video. Give me the truth. Give me the names of the people that are threatening you. Give me the name of the motherfucker that killed me. And I promise you, I'll do my job. Okay. Here it is. If I don't get that laptop, you're going to be arrested for obstruction. Felony. Okay? That's it. All right? That's your boy. That's your man.
Got me in the middle. I'm the one getting death threats. I ain't did nothing.
At least tell me this, okay? At least tell me this. For God's sakes, you didn't delete it, did you? You didn't delete it, did you? Please tell me you didn't. You didn't delete that shit, right?
I don't want to be in this situation.
It's way too late for that. It's way too late for that. We're here. You did not delete that, did you? It exists, right? The video still exists, right? You didn't screw up your man's investigation, did you?
Huh?
You don't have a choice here, man. You're either a cooperative witness or you're an obstructionist. You're either obstructing a murder investigation or you're a cooperative witness. You can make that decision for yourself.
Yeah, bitch, cause you about to get, for the looks of it, you about to get booked. They about to bury your bitch.
Is it gone? Am I beating my head against the wall here?
They about to.
That's your boy, okay? You lived with him. You found, you know what? I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, to find your boy dead in your own apartment, okay? I feel for you here, all right? And I'm not so sure I wouldn't have thoughts of getting my own bit of justice. I'd probably have thoughts too. I know I would. I know I'd have thoughts of getting my own, little bit of street justice, okay? But you haven't passed the point of no return yet.
Nah, man, he don't know shit about getting street justice.
For the love of God. Did you delete it? You did not delete it. Okay. Thank God. Thank God.
Joe told detectives that when he found Donovan, he removed the computer that had captured the video, hid it at a friend's house, watched part of the footage, and then returned to the scene and called 911. So detectives could now confirm that the video existed, but they still had no idea where Joe had hidden it. And with time running out, they needed that information before the evidence.
Bruh, tell them people what they need to know, bruh, and go home. Bro, I hate a motherfucker who want to feel important in a situation. All they need is the information. You can take your bitch ass on wherever the fuck you came from, bro. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, It's that easy. It's that easy though, bruh. Like, come on, Brody. Why is you doing that shit?
Evidence either fell into the wrong hands or vanished entirely.
There's nothing you can do to change it. Your name's on this. It's what you do now that makes you a man or makes you a punk. It's what you do now.
At this point, that's all we need. Is we need that piece. We need that piece of the puzzle right today. And you have it.
Can you make the call and get him here?
Hey, about it. Yeah, cause you about to go to jail, nigga. Make that call.
Joe admitted that a friend had been holding on to the computer for him. Detectives immediately sent over a patrol officer to retrieve it and bring the computer back to the station as evidence. This was finally the moment that they would see their suspects for the first time. And this footage was just the smoking gun that the detectives needed. In the video, detectives saw one of the suspects rifling through the room, grabbing items and moving things around. One of the things taken was a leather backpack sitting on the bed. At one point, one suspect turned and faced the camera, giving detectives a clear enough image to grab a screenshot. The footage also showed a second suspect carrying a firearm and also holding a pair of black sneakers. But the discovery didn't stop there. What detectives saw next made the case far more dangerous and pushed the urgency to find the suspects to a critical level.
You bum-ass niggas, bro. That's some broke nigga shit, bro. Dirty-ass motherfuckers ain't got no money, no bread to do shit for theyself.
At least in there, in the other one.
So you think there's a third person in the room with him? It's got to be.
In another clip, there was a third suspect wearing a different pair of clothing, and detectives now knew that they were looking at 3 homicide suspects. But detectives couldn't get a clear shot of the other 2 suspects, and so, once again, they turned to Joe for information. And this time, he was completely honest.
I mean, regardless of what I think.
Yo, he's a bitch. Joe's a bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Ripper, I'm an air pilot. I found your channel about the MD-11 UPS crash. I used to fly that plane for FedEx. I love flying it, and I'm happy FedEx is bringing it back. God bless you, man. And safeties on your journey. Flying the plane as well. That shit is crazy, y'all.
To put it on the flash drive.
Big W.
Like anonymously or something. Yeah. What do you have to do?
Probably just because I'm
Big W.
You can hold the power button in the car.
I'm gonna do that.
Where the fuck I put my
When you were watching this time,
I swear to you, I've never seen a day in my life. Like, I swear, never seen them. That's why I said it was
you know what whose body type they look like, and was anybody who didn't think
man, he's still lying.
They look like kids, like young kids, like
little kids.
I ain't never seen them with him or around him before. Never.
And nobody in that family.
Although Joe had initially lied to the detectives, they were able to verify his alibi for the night of Donovan's murder and confirm that he had no involvement in his death.
Okay.
But solving the puzzle of Donovan's murder was only just beginning. Detectives now had 3 potentially armed suspects to track down.
That's crazy,
they had
y'all.
to move fast before someone else ended
That's
up
crazy.
dead. Just as detectives were trying to identify one of the suspects, they got a major break. An anonymous Crime Stoppers tip pointed them to a man named Neil Prince, who was trying to steal items stolen from Donovan's home through his Facebook profile. What was even more shocking was that Neil's face matched the screenshot that the detectives had pulled from the video.
Oh, shit.
Detectives still had no leads on the other 2 suspects, though. And with Neil out there tied to evidence from Donovan's homicide, they knew that they had to catch him as soon as possible. Detectives obtained a search warrant for Neil's home and found stolen items in his bedroom, including the sneakers seen in the video. He was arrested and immediately brought in for questioning. Everything
they got his skin looking dumb as
was now riding on this moment. Neil's statement could finally lead detectives to the other 2 suspects, or leave them with nothing at all.
Hey, Mr. Prince. How are you, sir? My name is Mike Fleming. I'm a detective for the police department.
Got his ass laying on the floor.
Andy, we're talking. You want to speak to me about a homicide that occurred over on Bayview on December 14th, specifically. Okay. Understand that we did not come to your house. We're not talking to you by. It's not just random. Just didn't pick your name out of the hat. We have information available to us that we think that you have some knowledge about that incident that you can share with us. Okay? Okay. We want to get your side of the story. Everybody has a side of the story. We want to hear what you know about the situation, what went on.
He do look like a fucking kid, y'all. He do look like a kid, y'all.
So what we need you to do, take a deep breath, explain to us what happened that night over at the apartment.
He look like a kid.
Okay. Like I said, it's. Let me ask you this. Did you know that there was surveillance footage in the apartment? Did you know that there was surveillance footage in the apartment? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, I will tell you there was surveillance footage in the apartment. You are on the surveillance footage. Do you realize that? I'm not bullshitting you. So I'm giving you an opportunity to tell us what happened. So knowing that you're over there on video, somebody has identified you. There are certain items in the apartment that we found that came from the apartment. Do you understand that you know what? Do you understand that we're not BSing? This is your opportunity. I don't know how else to make that clear. I can't put words in your mouth. I have an idea of probably what occurred and what happened, but I can't sit here and put words in your mouth. This is your opportunity to tell us what went on.
He's a bum.
I'm telling you that there's a dead man's property in your apartment. I'm telling you that I know that someone had put you in that area, and you're telling me that you weren't there. I know you were there, but what I need to know, Neil, is what happened. You're the only one who can help me with that. I need to know what happened. Well, tell me about the other people who were in the apartment then.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's why I knew how to tell you the whole story. Is that why you don't want to talk to us? Because you're the one who did the shooting?
Damn.
If you didn't do the shooting, why don't you tell us who did? We know you were there. Talk to us, Neil. I'm trying.
You're not. You're sleeping, and I'm having a conversation with you.
Like an hour and a half waiting, and y'all got trying to blame me for murder. Y'all just expect me to just sit here and tell everything when there's nothing to tell.
Detectives pressed on, but Neil denied any involvement in Donovan's murder. However, there was enough evidence now to charge him with homicide.
But that's for the story you want to stick with. Mm-hmm.
We'll get your ride, Neil. You're going to be heading downtown, okay? We come back.
But it still wasn't enough.
Fry his ass!
Detectives had yet to identify the other two suspects. And just when it seemed like the leads had run dry, they received word of an arrest that completely flipped what they thought they understood about the case. Donovan's friend, Anthony Brown, the same man who had come forward with information, was later pulled over by police. During the stop, officers found a firearm that appeared to be consistent with the shell casings recovered from Donovan's home, raising new questions about the already murky case. Detectives now knew that they had to get Anthony into a room to find out what really happened, and also where the third suspect was hiding. They were closer than ever to solving this case, and everything now hinged on what Anthony would say next.
Do you know what can happen to somebody that provides false information on how? So what do you think if I were to write a search warrant for your cell phone message? What do you think would show your location? Well, during this homicide, where would it show your location of your cell phone? Do you think? Where I thought about that? No. When I ask you these questions, Anthony, it's because I already know. Did you see this map before I closed this folder? Real quick, you see that map? All right? That's the map of you and the house. Okay. So let me throw this out there. Rather than the evidence is just mounting on you. So rather than sticking with this story,
damn, they got a ping of him at the house
and implicating your sister
crazy,
in the homicide, asking her to alibi you. Let's just get it out there, man. Let's just get it out there. Now, I'm not saying that you're a cold-blooded killer. What I'm saying is you're there. You're there in some capacity. I'm not saying you pulled the trigger. I'm not saying you showed up with a plan to kill him. What I'm saying is you were there. Shit went sideways, and that. Even if you didn't mean for that to happen, even if you didn't mean for that to happen, it happened, and I can prove it. Okay? So I mean, if you want, if you think,
You know,
what's that?
yeah, excuse me, but I need a lawyer or something.
Okay.
I don't know much about the law, so I'm not gonna keep going on.
All right. Well,
might as well you might as well get you a lawyer.
Right now, you're saying? Okay. So, other than that, we have one other piece of business to take care of. No more questions. However, I have a system for you. Okay. Now, you're going to receive a receipt after I serve this.
Now, while Anthony refused to talk, detectives at least had 2 suspects connected to Donovan's murder behind bars now. But the case was far from over. The 3rd suspect was still out there, and detectives still didn't know who had actually pulled the trigger, or even why. Nearly 3 months after Donovan's murder, a juvenile named Willie Fletcher came forward with his attorney and confessed to being the 3rd person in exchange for a deal. He gave detectives a detailed, step-by-step account of what
fucking rat
happened that night, and identified Anthony as the mastermind. Willie explained that Anthony knew that Donovan had cash, and so he set him up with a fake dice game as a robbery. According to Willie, Anthony instructed him to shoot Donovan in the back. After that, Anthony walked up to Donovan and shot him twice more in the head, before all 3 proceeded to rob his belongings. Willie also told detectives that Anthony had threatened to kill his parents if he ever spoke about the shooting. So in the end, Donovan Barfield was killed over a small amount of cash and a handful of stolen items.
Crazy.
Neil Prince and Anthony Brown were both convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Willie Fletcher was sentenced to 60 years in prison, with the possibility of parole after 28 years.
Bro, ain't that a bitch, huh? Ain't that a bitch, huh? You can't trust motherfuckers, bro. Niggas don't be like, bruh, it's that hard to get a job and buy your own shit, bruh. What the fuck? Motherfuckers be so thirsty that they can't even let the other person eat, bruh. Let us eat. Like, damn, bruh. Niggas be doing too much, bro. Rest in peace to that man. Rest in peace to that man. A little couple dollars and a pair of shoes and little knick-knack shit, bro. That shit is insane. That's why, man, I'd rather look like a bum before I go look like I got money. I wear the same shit over and over. Fuck that.